Now, the beauty of this game, you talk to the players and the coaches beforehand, and to the man they say, this is the realization of a long-standing dream from the time that these players are kids. They watch the Rose Bowl and they say, someday maybe I can play in this big game. And now they've accomplished that. Some are winners and some are losers on the scoreboard, but the dream has been fulfilled. But for this man, he didn't want to wait another turn. There was no jinx. He said, we just happened to lose 5 games between 1 and 7 points. And you just had a feeling from Schembechler, the way his attitude changed. It was a different man that came to Pasadena, that he was going to come here differently, and he was going to go home with a different feeling. Reminder, it's the Orange Bowl to follow, Oklahoma and Florida State from Miami. Now let's get a feeling from the coach, the players, from the victorious Washington team. Here's Merlin Olsen.
Coach Schembechler, finally it happened for you.
Right, and I've never been more pleased, Merlin. We've had a lot of great success in the Michigan football program, but we've never won this game since I've been there, and it's one of the greatest thrills of my life.
If it had happened again, if you had lost again, do you think you would have believed the talk about a jinx?
No, the jinx, there's no jinx here. We've always played hard. We've just come up a little bit short. This time we didn't. Thanks to some of these guys.
You had a little magic from number 1 there. Tell me how important he was to you today.
Anthony Carter has more effect on the game than any single player I've ever coached. And he may not look like it, and sometimes he's standing out there and nothing happens. But sooner or later, he gets it.
Anthony, you were used as a decoy in much of the first half. In fact, you were shut out on the passing side of it. Did that bother you at all?
Well, no, it didn't, because we figured it was going to happen, you know. So we went in, you know, at halftime and then said everything was going to come my way pretty soon. So we just, you know, took it as it came.
You certainly more than made up for it in the second half. We were kind of surprised, not really surprised, but we watched you do some running from that position coming across. Did you enjoy being a ball carrier today?
Well, yeah, I did. You know, like Coach Bo said, you know, I can do a lot of things. You know, all I got to do is just get the ball.
We kept looking for you to throw a pass from that position. Was that something you might have done if this game had been a little closer?
Well, yeah, I supposed to throw the pass, but Stanley out, he couldn't get out in the flats in time. So Coach Bo told me, you know, if I couldn't get the pass, just run it.
Actually, 2 of those were passes.
Yeah. 2 of them were passes, and he ran. Congratulations to you. A wonderful victory, and I'm sure you'll carry it proudly back to Michigan with you.
Thank you, Merlin. Thank you very much. Let's go.
It all began in 1902. Michigan beat Stanford that year. The first broadcast on NBC radio was in 1927. You saw the first coast-to-coast telecast of a football game on NBC in 1952 and the first color telecast in 62. The glorious tradition continues. In the 67th game, the 92nd Festival of the Tournament of Roses, the University of Michigan defeats a fine University of Washington team 23-6 for Merlin Olsen. This is Dick Enberg again. Happy New Year, everybody, and stay tuned for more exciting college football action.